woman thinks she's entitled to child support after receiving sperm from a sperm donor. Let's talk about that. Republican Talks, everybody. I'm your host, Kenneth Glenn, and today we're going to be talking about this video that came out about a month ago. So, once again, I'm late to the party. Super great. I am not good at keeping up with what's going on in the world. I'm just kidding, but we're going to talk about this. We're going to play the clip now I'm going to react to the clip now so I can show you what I'm talking about, and then I'm going to give you my thoughts on it. So, here we go.
I just have to pay child support. Back in 2018, I was artificially inseminated because I'm a lesbian and I wanted kids, right? So me and my girlfriend decided that we were gonna go find a donor and have a kid that way. When we broke up, she said that she had no legal obligation to this child and she didn't want to be the parent anymore. Of course, I was like, whatever, that's fine. Just give me, some child support. And she said, did you not hear me? I have no legal obligation to this child. I'm not going to pay child support. So now I'm trying to get the sperm donor to pay child support because biologically he is my daughter's parent. So I want him to give me his half. I don't know what to do at this point, but I just think it's really messed up that somebody can just go donate sperm and then have nothing else to do with the kid that comes from it.
So her thoughts are not great. She believes that people who donate sperm should be held accountable for donating sperm. She should be held accountable for having a kid, which we can have a conversation about your lesbian, whoever, lover, or whatever. We can have a conversation of whether or not we should make that illegal, whether or not we should make it so if you're in a relationship and then you decide to have a kid together, and then that kid, the parent says, no, I don't have any legal obligation to the kid and then leaves. We can have a conversation about that, whether or not that should be legal, whether she deserves or she should have to pay child support. But to sit here and say that the sperm donor needs to give you child support is just wild to me. My opinion on this. So I'm not a big fan of child support to begin with because I think the court system is not great. I made a video about that yesterday or a couple days ago. And I'm not a big fan of just the idea of child support to begin with because you have two parents who are fighting over custody for their kid, and instead of just mutually agreeing to split up 50-50 like adults, and parents, like the mother will sit there and fight so hard to want full-time custody of the kid just so she can get child support. Child support is already a corrupt thing to begin with. Child support's super messed up. Now I can understand if you're an absentee father and you have to pay child support because you're an absentee father, but to sit there and fight in court with a guy who wants to be in a child's life, and you're trying to rip the child away from this guy's life, and then you're gonna force him to pay you on top of that's ridiculous, dude. Child support is the stupidest thing. Child support's so bad. So what's my opinions on sperm donation? I can understand why sperm donation's tempting. It's really good money. You can make like $100,000 a year by sperm donation alone. It's pretty simple to do. I mean, most people are already doing it as it is. Most guys might feel good about it because I'm doing something that's good for society. I'm donating my sperm so people can have babies that can't have babies or whatever. But it's not actually good. This is actually a very terrible, very corrupt industry, and we're going to talk about that. Why am I against sperm donation? My number one reason why I'm against sperm donation is you're literally selling people. This is a people selling industry. You're selling people. You're selling potential people, potential life for cash, and that's messed up. That is super messed up. My second reason why I don't like sperm donation is you don't want a lesbian couple ever raising your bloodline. Okay? At the end of the day, those are still your kids, and you are responsible for those kids. And the last thing you want for your kid is to be raised by 2 lesbians. That would not be good. Another reason is they could be raised by a single mother, and being raised by a single mother is also not a great household to be in. Most problems that kids face, and I worked in a school, so I know a lot of these issues, is a lot of kids who don't have fathers in the home have issues. A lot of women who don't have fathers in the home are more promiscuous. A lot of men who don't have mothers in the home or fathers in the home are more violent, more aggressive. Not great. Those are not good things to be. I think it's good to have the ability to be violent and aggressive, but to only be that and you can't control it at all, that's where the problem lies. And having a father figure will help men or young adults learn the difference between when and when not to use that feeling of aggression, and they can learn the necessity of it. And the other thing is, you don't want your kid to think that they don't belong. Because if you donate sperm and then the kid grows up and then learns that the people that they've thought were their parents the whole time are not actually their parents, or the dad at least isn't the parent, that's going to do some psychological damage. At least I think it would. That would be terrible. If I found out that the parents I have or my dad wasn't my actual dad, I would be furious. And that would do so much. That would do so much harm. So I don't know why this is even a thing we allow still. Some people can't have babies. Okay, who cares? But my sperm doesn't work. Okay, don't mate with them. Have you thought of that? That's just me. If you're a woman and you want to have kids and the person you're with can't have kids, then break up with them. Is that just asinine? Am I in the wrong for thinking that? So 2 stories I wanted to talk about on top of this. There's a man who found out that he was the father of 92 kids because he donated a bunch of sperm in college, and he made a ton of money. I think he made $700,000, something like that, donating sperm. And he had 92 kids. And that is just wild. Imagine you're sitting there and you have 92 kids. Dude, that would be crazy. And like I said, those are your kids. At the end of the day, they're your kids. Maybe not according to the government. Maybe the government stamps a piece of paper and goes, they're not your kid. But at the end of the day, they are your kid. And you have 92 kids out there that you're not taking care of, that you're not teaching. And that's just not good. Victoria Hill, she was a high school student. She had a boyfriend in high school. And Victoria Hill ended up finding out that her mother used donated sperm to create her. And she ended up growing up. And the person who donated the sperm was actually the sperm donor doctor. And she ended up finding out that the boy she's been with, and she even slept with, which you shouldn't do that in high school anyways. She realized that the person she was with was her half-brother. And that's awful. So that's another reason why sperm donation is just terrible. Sperm donation should just not be a thing at all. I don't know why that's a thing. I don't know why it's such a hot take to think that. It's unnatural. It's not good. Yeah, just don't do it. All right, that's it for my video, guys. Hope I video, guys. Leave a comment, subscribe for more. Give me your thoughts down below, and I will see you guys later. Peace.